Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ ekene m unu ha na eze ndị Igbo asị na ya dịla onye ọbụla na mma adịla nwoke mma dịla nwaanyị mma igbe n'ihu anyị gbute mma anyị gbue n'azụ anyị gbute mma anyị gbue n'akụkụ ọbụla ihe ọma anyị gbue n'aka ekpe ọbụla ihe ọma biko na o nwere tichin nchọ ikpili unu vidiyo dị n'akụkụ unu na-enene kịta akụkụ ebe a yes biko ha vidiyo nchọ ka ike ule dị anene ihe a bụ a very good powerful teaching ọ ya bụ na-etichi unu maka mgbe nsi wee introduce SS power na this channel. Ọ bụrụ na ide emete mma ọ bụrụ na ide akụzili Igbo ihe dị mma abụ no post it na channel anyị amụta ihe ha ihe amụta ihe. It's not all about getting the views but getting the result that matters. It's not about the views, it's not all about the millions of views, it's not all about the thousands of views. But the most important thing bụ the impact ị na-enwe n'ahụ ndị mmadụ. The impact ị nwere n'ahụ ndị mmadụ. Achọrọ m kwune teaching na this guy because I still have a lot of them ka ya weta. Na this one nketa unu akọwa the side effect of ọgwụ egbe na ọgwụ disappear and appear. Maka na onye ọbụla isi ife nwere ọgwụ egbe na ka a na-agba gị kpakpa ka ọ na ha aba ka ndụ gị si ọ naghị reduce ma na-eme mma. Onye ọbụla nwekwa na egbe disappear and appear he disappear one kpim appear ebe ọzọ ọ na-aka ndụ gị si agbada ma na-eme mma. Maka ya sị eji wee kwucha ya 2020 sị na ọzọ gburu dibịa gwọrọ ọzọ mana ọzọ bụ ihe gburu dibịa. Biko gbaghara na m na ya mistakes are bound to happen. A sị na dibịa gwọrọ ọzọ mana ọzọ gburu nwa dibịa. Teaching have a very powerful teaching na abịa igecha. The guy talks a lot about ihe bụ a lot of things ọ ya bụ ndị mmadụ na-enechala anya maka nwanne anyị nwoke a kwuru maka ihe nwee na-asị ihe a bụ ezigbote ha bụ Igbo na-enene na amasị na most of the things a na-emesi na omenala is actually ritual. They are not omenala. Ekwugo m ya na channel asị na omenala dị iche ọdịnala dị iche. Omenala dị iche ọdịnala dị iche. Susu mepụ hapụrụ ọdịnala na-emezi omenala. Mana enene ya ọfụma ikwesị ihe mmadụ kwesịrị na-eme bụ ọdịnala. Ọdịnala enweghị repercussion, ọdịnala enwero side effect. Ọ na-epụtazi na-eme nke aka osimi ife ilu n'ọnya ha bụ ihe kachasịnụ especially ndị a na-adọ crowd. Biko onekene na teaching anụ ọ dị na okwu m adịna too much.
Ụmụnne na ụmụnna ekelela m nnọọ. Onye nọ n'ugolu ya osi na achọ ọpara agbara mmiri gbọọla dibịa. So anyị kwuru agwara m nnọọ sị anyị ga-eme live video kụzie nkụzi gbasara Odeshi, kụzie nkụzi gbasara ọgwụ mfu. Ịchọọ ma ị ga-ahụ m gị hụ ma ị ga-akọ am ya Odeshi. Agwara m nnọọ anyị ga-ediscuss ihe gbasara ya and I provided the line a number to call. Number ahụ 0803 0877 400 0803 0877 400. So if you have anything to say, enweghị ị nwere ịmarala maka Odeshi na disappearing charm, say it. Kpọọ ma phone ya nụrụ ala speaker. Ndị mma na-anụ ihe i kwuru. Ịwala. Ndị mma na-anụ ihe i kwuru. Meanwhile, nene wo Odeshi. Odeshi wo ọgwụ agwọrọ agwọ. Meanwhile, disclaimer, ọnọkwa there. I don't do Odeshi. I don't do Odeshi. I don't do disappearing charm. Ejila m agwọ Odeshi. Ejila m agwọ disappearing charm. You get why? I chọrọ ịma advantages of Odeshi and disadvantages of Odeshi. Maka ha nwere advantage nwere disadvantage. Ha ọla nwekwana disadvantage nwere advantage ke ya. Ga-ekpọ a phone, ga-ekwu ihe ịmara maka ya. Aga m ege gị ntị, anyị ga-ege gị ntị. Ma ọha kọla ga-akọla. Whether it is something you heard but you have not confirmed, say it, tell us. You can also write it down. Anyị ga-agụ ya. If it is something that you have confirmed, you can still call us and tell and say it. One at the number 0803 0877 400. Ọkwanu gị ede nga ka e confirm. Okay, so let's talk about your email. Like I was saying, anyị kwuga ihe gbasara Odeshi. Now, geenụ ntị m agwa nnụ. There too many misconceptions out there. People say Odeshi is evil. People say disappearing charm is evil. People say Ndi Igbo will become poor. People say, my brother, misconceptions. People say, my brother, ogwu, aja, aja. Here one advantage, one disadvantage. Here one advantage and disadvantage. Here ni product ni na arụrụ no wa nwere manual. Product ni ne arụrụ that is user friendly. If you go contrary to the guidelines governing that thing will begin to malfunction, and the whole n'ime that malfunctioning process or whatever. Whole as the thing they malfunction, you take it like that. Like I told you people, ogwu heje nyere mmụọ aka. Mmụọ gị nọkwa o, mmụọ gị rọgọ ọrụ, but ogwu heje nyere mmụọ ahụ aka. If you lose mmụọ gị gbashiri ike, fine and good. If you lose mmụọ gị strong, fine and good. Do with your mmụọ, chomala ya aja. But if you know that you need to augment, if you know that you need to help, mmụọ gị ga-agwọ n'ọgwụ. So now, onye nyaga moto, ịzụ moto ọhụrụ, a ga-eji gị manual ya. Gwa gị ije change oil eshinrikpa na ije change oil eshinrikpa. How many mileage ị ga-agba ga-change oil gị? If you fail to do that, moto gị a malfunction ma. Moto gị nwere ike kwụma anwụrụ ọkụ. From ekwa anwụrụ ọkụ, moto gị nwere ike kụọ engine. Ị ga na-ele anya check engine dashboard gị na-ele me ga-ahụ check engine signal and sign. Ga-check hụ ya. Ga-ahụ ihe na moto ahụ. Moto gị nwere ike fail or break. Enwere ike masị brake pad gị eriela. Maybe you don't know that your vehicle lose mala brake ya rema mma. Ị gaghị ama. You will not know. Moto gị fail or break. Mmanụ nwere ike nwụọ in the process. Nwere ike shigbuo mmanụ in the process. Now, shall we say because moto shigburu mmanụ, therefore onyanya mala moto? Shall we say because vehicles are involved in road accidents, therefore nobody should buy cars again or nobody should drive cars again? People are dying via road accidents. Ndị man onwuga through road accidents. Yet every day people are praying to buy cars. People are dedicating cars. And ogashi because aeroplane, they will plane crash. Ndị man anwụọ na plane crash. Therefore, we will now demonize aeroplane. No, yet people are booking tickets, booking flight tickets every blessed day. In fact, some people feel that it is safer to pass through the air, through air, to travel by air than by land. Shall we now say because ships do capsize? Shall we now say because the ship will tumbling? And you can see because so therefore yet the man of container 247 every blessed day, container on a high sea and roads to Africa. Emega exportation, emega importation. Do you understand? Odeshi. Let me tell you one thing about Odeshi. Odeshi wo agworo. So that in way any sharp object no sharp object that you did not approve of will penetrate you. That is Odeshi. That is the meaning of Odeshi. No sharp object will penetrate you, especially metallic objects. Metallic objects will not penetrate you. That is the meaning of Odeshi. For instance, in some cases, a bottle organ you can jide Odeshi, abagebe organ haba, etuogimma organ haba. But here amag bottle, ya ba. Adwoge needle, ya ba. Ashapono oshishi, magia, ya ba. There are different categories to this, and there are different methods say jagwo gunde. Now, I don't do Odeshi. I know they do Odeshi. I have my reasons. If you have followed my page very, very well, you know that I lament and I cry and I say, I shout it here. All the time I say, I do not prepare Odeshi for anybody. That I do not prepare Odeshi for anybody does not mean that I am condemning Odeshi. The reason is because of the country. Obodade level. Obodare hon. Okay. Since the advent, since ebitoro tigbo zogbu n'obodo. Government fight ga onye ola boga Odeshi. So give native doctor now go Odeshi now. I think you are putting yourself in danger and you're jeopardizing your career. Yes. So this is why I don't do Odeshi. Right from day one, I made it known, say I know they do Odeshi. Not because Odeshi will kill me. Not because Odeshi will make me poor. Not because Odeshi will make my children poor. Not because Odeshi will make my family poor. Not because Odeshi will kill my clients. Not because Odeshi will make my clients' children poor. Not because Odeshi will make my client's wife or father or mother poor. Not because Odeshi will make my client's children or relatives or friends sick. No. That is that those anybody that gives you that kind of reason is talking rubbish. The reason, the main reason why any native doctor will get sense now, especially in Imo State that I am operating from, the main reason why, I don't know for others, but I'm saying for myself, the main reason why I don't do it is because in our association, you know go they fight government. You know go they do against God unless it's your own problem. Unless you want to have problem. So for you people that will be saying, you know sabi do am, now I make you know sabi do am. This is my reason. And if you think I don't know how to do it, thank you, no problem. After all, I know they do am. So it is of no use to me now. Say I dey prepare am for people. If you come to me, I will not prepare it for you. And me, I know Kukuma Sabi, any other native doctor that can prepare it. So don't say great one, wise one, after me more Odeshi, and I will tell you I can't do it. Then you say, please direct me to where I'll do it. My brother, I don't know where they do it. Ho ha! Since where problem begin they enter, since where problem enter Nigeria, the government has been trying to curb. In fact, in short, I don't need to tell you about all these things. You know what I'm talking about already. So this is why I don't do Odeshi. That's why I don't prepare it for people. It is not in my curriculum or what. In short, it's not in my menu. Odeshi is not in my menu. Disappearing charm is not in my menu. Not because of the disadvantages or however you want to put it. Do you understand me? Now, let me tell you, whatever you will do to protect yourself, my brother, do it. If you can prepare the Odeshi by yourself, for yourself, if you have the means to do it, go and do it. If you can prepare disappearing charm for yourself and by yourself, if you have the means, my brother, my sister, go and do it. After all, you Christians, Jesus prepared disappearing charm. Jesus used disappearing charm. That is in Luke chapter 4 verse 30. If you have your Bible, let me show you Luke chapter 4 verse 30. Let me get it for you. Luke chapter 4 verse 30. I'm saying this for you Christians that will be saying, oh, good this, oh, good that. Jesus gboro. Jesus no. Ogboro pepero. Forget the orientation you have that is a son of God. Therefore, anything nominal you attribute it to is God that did it. But only also may you will attribute it to it is the devil that did it. I'm not an only son of the devil. All of us are sons and daughters of God. All of us are sons and daughters of Chineke. Ndocha japoya God, anyị japoya Chineke. Ewala ha okpebere. Luke chapter 4 verse 30. Okay, let me start from Luke chapter 4 verse 28. I believe by now you've gotten your Bible if you have one. Luke chapter 4 verse 28. That was when they wanted to beat Jesus black and blue. In fact, they wanted to somewhere. Push where Iri somewhere, you know. They don't gather them finish. Jesus day with them, they day with Jesus. Jesus and Jesus say disappear or disappear. Bible must not tell you that he disappeared before you know that he disappeared. You understand? If you are intelligent, you will understand what it means. In fact, if you attended any school of theology, you will understand what it means. My late mom was a lecturer in a school of theology. You understand? She was a theologian. Abi? Yes. Yes, she was a theologian, also Aramea. So if you've been opportune to read any of those their books and whatever, Luke chapter 4 verse 28 said, and all day in the synagogue, when they heard these things, we are filled with wrath. They were angry. And rose up and thrust him out of the city. They pushed Jesus come out from the city. From inside that synagogue, they come rise, pursue Jesus, come out from the synagogue, from the city, chaya from the city, and led him onto the brow of the hill whereon their city was built. You know, I think that should be either Jerusalem or thereabout, that was built on a hill. The city that was built on a hill. You see? So, na hereka onom piampia the hill where akwa agaka, you begin to fall and fall and fall until you injure yourself, and it may lead to onwoge. So that was what they wanted to do to Jesus. You see? That they might cast him down headlong. And what kwayaka Odishi saw umbrella ocean at that high place. Yashiba akwagayaka yashiba fere ye will Ishi umbrella. So that was what they wanted to do to Jesus. Then verse 30. But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way. And right here what? But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way. Crowd don't gather you. Crowd don't come. Again, until you pay attention. The reason why I use your Bible to teach you is so that you see that most of the things, some of the things that we do are already in your Bible. You see them, but you look at them. You are looking at them, but you do not see them. Because I doubt if you even read your Bible at all. You see some of these things, but you do not take cognizance of those things. You do not take notice of those things. You do not read. You read, but you do not dissect them and understand them. You know the pieces them. But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way. Imagine you, agadalage, gidegi, poroge, kwarage, shia city, she a synagogue, age, shia city, age. Those are napa age ngaga na ibugebu. Ge shi ekiti nwo gafe. Eworo pusu gafe. Eworo ochicha gafe. Eworo ngwere gafe. Eworo ogumagala gafe. Hena hall eworo gafe. Eworo breeze gafe. Ha imanalawo imela nene disappear. Ifuola I disappear. Miroki anwanye gafe. Miroki anwoke gafe. Miri nketa gafe. Melegaganya yare owoge owoge gafe. Melegaganya yare oyiri ya ka oyi ho ya. Ma whatever any means ijirishi in their midst for himere onene disappear. Disappear does not necessarily mean pium onya hifu, just like we used to see in Nollywood movies when we were growing up. Disappear does not mean that na egano game pium eme tom zam manifu. It does not necessarily mean that. When you disappear, means that you have confused the senses of, there are different kinds of senses, like the sense of smell, the taste, the sense of taste, the sense of feel, I think the sight, and yes, I'm talking of the sight. Yes, when you confuse the sight of some people that they have lost their objective, it disappear la pana po liji shekiti won for all disappear ki imene po liji for all disappear ki imene. Jesus imene yeme. Jesus did it. Do you understand me? Now, I am to recall an assuming need you all good disappear. All good disappear ho in home ako alam. Gen home ako alam. Ge ko akanum uche gifu. Basically on how here all the incantations e ga na-eme me gwama de ogu. These are the incantations dibia ga na-eme ma ọ na-agwọ ya na prepare the charm. Now, would you prefer to have this charm based on the advantages and discard it based on the disadvantages? Now look at the disadvantages of disappearing charm. Each time you disappear, you have, the charm has taken, or the more that did it for you, or whatever it is, either the more or the cosmic or your own chi or whatever it is. I don't know, but all I know is that the mechanism that it runs on is your life force. Sorry for that shake. The mechanism that this disappearing charm runs on, the fuel it runs on, is your life force. So each time it is being activated, your lifespan is reduced. Each time you activate a disappearing charm, your lifespan has reduced. Let's say in Nigeria, you know, the average life expectancy here in Nigeria is, please share this video so that people will learn, people will know. Share it massively, because there has been this misconception that's been flying about. Ogu this, ogu that, ogu this, ogu that. Gama he ogu lapa. Go and be asking the elders in your community. John Dokian, they will tell you, Jemba Dibia. Travel, go outside and go and ask other native doctors questions. Where go, where me, where okoko, where ji. Go and ask them questions. Ogu kinwehu, JJ Sarogu, Saogu yo. Juju, do your research. Because share on this thing, share on this video. Now, we know that the average life expectancy in Nigeria, or let's say in Africa, okay, let me just use Nigeria. At least I'm at maybe 70, 80, 85. Onye nuru 90 years, akola yaka. You know? Onye nuru 90, akola yaka. Now let us assume that you are meant to be 80 years. Let's assume that Chigi Dosalage 80 years. She gano 80 years before gone. My brother, each time you disappear, ego esaro could disappear in time. Let's say you are 40 years old now. Okay, let's say you are 30 years old now. But ije mehe shirike. Let's say you are 40 years old now. Ije mehe shirike. Ije mehe shirike. Eba shirike. Depending on udoni jano, you could be a politician. You could be a very strong business mogul, a very strong importer and exporter. Ije mehe shirike. Of course, you know that you will have enemies. As a politician, you will have your opponents, people that are in the other party, your detractors. They will always look for a way to bring you down. Oh, you found yourself in a field that you make a shirike. Okay, let us assume that you are a very strong businessman and you have other competitors. There is, in short, you found yourself in a place, in a career where there is strong competition. People have looked for a way to is it disenfranchise? Maybe I did, but people have sought for a way to discredit your products and your services, your goods, your products and your services, or work. Now they are after your life. Now they are after your life. Of course, you know that you have to protect yourself. True or false? True. You will have to protect yourself. If you cannot seek for that protection here in Nigeria, you can travel outside the country. That is why most of these people, politicians, blah blah blah, business moguls and this, they go to India, some go to China, they go to Ajede Darogu. Ogu protection. Not ogu eji he egbu mmanụ. Ogu eji he echekwa onwe nwu. Do you understand? Assuming you are 30 years old, Gane mehe shirike. Assuming you are 30 years old, Gane mehe shirike. And Chigito are like 80 years to live. Then gather you disappear. Don't be surprised that each disappearance that you did can take either 7, 8, 9 or 10 years away from your life. So this is still why, no matter you have, despite the fact that you have the disappearing charm, Despite the fact that you have that disappearing charm in you, you will not, you won't lose guard. You will not allow yourself to be caught. You won't put yourself in a situation where you will be captured. That is how it is. This is why some of these politicians, day in, day out, morning and night, 247, they are with security guards. They don't want to jeopardize their life. They don't want to tamper with their lifespan. But trust me, no politician is empty. No politician is empty. Now, for the people that say if you have disappearing charm, your children will become poor. And, whoever is saying that thing, my friend, asking him clean here, no go no clean here. He clean here, no genga clean here. He clean I clean here. Or rubbish and he could clean. Your politicians, their children, no, they can't. Till the 4th, 5th generation, their children no fit they poor. Their children no go fit they poor. Unless Onya Hojeje na abakoko. Their children can, now you say when no hold that juju. Now you they suffer, they tumble up and down. They increase fuel price, you go cry. They bring fuel price. They 700 naira a liter. Ghana back. How many politician children where you see they cry over the fuel increment? How many? None. All of them, their papa hold better juju. All of them, all the politician children, their papa hold better juju. Their papa still no say achuma newu mahohoya ejiro moya. Their papa too don't carry their children. Oronwo tiga kwa nwo n'ime nga ahụ. Ha mpa nwụrụ n'onwe nwu ka mpa nwụrụ kwala ụmụ ya. Their children now them be CEOs in different companies. Their children now them be ambassadors for different strong brands. Their children now them be commissioners. Their relatives now them be this, now them be that. Their children now them there for abroad. They still carry juju, go abroad. Still the whole protection by bodyguards. You see, because they don't even want you to try them at all. So that their lifespan will not begin to reduce. But peradventure, if by mistake, if by omission, if by carelessness, you eventually succeed, you will be shocked to see that they will disappear. Whichever method they disappear, whichever incantation that was voked, whichever spirit that was voked while preparing the juju. Whether they do and say the person go resemble for you where they find them, whether they go do and say the person go resemble bird for your eye, but the person they waka physically they come out. Whether you go resemble bird for your eye, or you go resemble pussy for your eye, or you go resemble old woman or old man for your eye, or you go resemble mechanic for your eye, they come out. Whichever way where the person take come out, now disappear, it disappear. Home will disappear. And it has taken something from his lifespan. So if you find yourself in that kind of category, that you're a politician, or you're a strong business tycoon, and you feel that your life is being threatened, my brother, know what to do to yourself. Don't go and listen to those people. Or in fact, if you're a soldier, or you're a police officer, and you know that your job description involves, in short, your job involves you using firearm, shooting at people and people shooting back at you. Go out, find what you go do yourself. Or don't listen to these people that are saying that Odeshi and disappearing time will do this one. You will be policeman. How much is your salary? Are you rich? I am asking you, are you rich? Despite the fact that you are not doing that disappearing time and Odeshi, have you become rich? Are your children rich? Go and look at all the policemen that retired. Look at their children. Are their children rich? Some their children may be rich. The ones that their children are not rich, do you want to tell their papa no do the juju? So how come their children are not rich? So you see, there's no sense in all these people saying this kind of juju will make you poor or your children poor. That is fallacy. That is fallacy. It is not hypothetical. That is a fallacious statement. If you don't know Juju, laba. Go to your house and sleep. Go and light on a chomaja. Or gagba, you concentrate on a chere, gomanda chere, nane. Gomande okwabashu. Gomande aba white naba. Concentrate on stroke. Gomande stroke area. Half of physics. Half of metaphysics. Half of metaphysics. That's leave the spiritual science. Half a Now, let us talk about Odeshi itself. I've talked about its appearing charm. Now let us talk about Odeshi. Now see, I am not telling you to come to me for Odeshi. If you come, elem mama. Ebianga, sama get or game Odeshi. I may jimma butu ogishi. Adakwalanga. Ya le lampiti mi hena ya sweat. Ehona ya ajiano kwa ya. Ehona mpiti mi ahena ya heat, sweat. Ajiano kwa ya. Don't come looking for me and say you want to do Odeshi. I know they do. I know they do. I know they prepare them. Now teaching, they teach you now. Hem kushingalan no one kushin. Ita kwa nga asima agige te me na ma muo mame. Muo ya muje ma asima agibere. Agibere go Odeshi meji ya. Meji ya tarantantage. Now let's talk about Odeshi. That's the traditional bulletproof charm. Let's talk about that one. You see, there are different methods. When they jack here, now, when the cage you, when the cage are barbanaka, when the cage. Different ways, different methods. Different not be only one leaf, not be only one root, not be only one seed, not be only one type of seed, not be only one type of root, not be only one type of leaf, not be only one type of grass or plant. Let me put it that way. Not be only a particular set of these they do them. No. There are different ways. Let me put it this way, in another way that you'll understand. There are different models of Odeshi. There are, just like you have Volvo, you have the Volkswagen, you have the Mercedes-Benz, you have the BMW, you have the Toyota, you have the Mitsubishi, you have the Pathfinder. All these are cars, but different models. Inside those models, you have the ones that run on four-gear transmission, the ones that run on 5-gear transmission, 6-gear transmissions even. Inside these ones, you still have the ones that run on 4 cylinders, you have the ones that run on 6 cylinders, the ones that run on that have a 12 cylinder, that's 12 plugs, 6 plugs, 4 plugs, 24 plugs even. But all these are cars. Now they all have their capacity. You understand? They all have their capacity. So now what is that capacitor in them? That capacitor, it is now dependent on the kind of roots, herbs, seeds, and even the kind of incantation, and even the kind of how prepared you are. That I'm talking of your spirit man. It now depends on those things. You get Odeshi where they last for 1 day only. You get Odeshi where where they last forever. You get Odeshi where they last for 1 year. You get Odeshi where if you meet woman now, you have to, you get Odeshi where we say if you different kinds of Odeshi. As they are different, that is how their disadvantages and their advantages contrast. That's how they contrast. Do not forget that to whom much is given, much is expected of the person. To whom much is given, much is expected of the person. The bigger the Odeshi, the more unso is attached to it, or that is attached to it rather. My brother said there are other, somebody, Chuka Mba said there are other charms that are powerful beyond Odeshi. There's Iri Ji Oto Harikwe, Soala, Ebubago, Ose Nkwa Bombe, Iruato, Anya Fonte. Yes, you are right. You're very, very right. But in Hindi mentioned here now, which age agwa. None is bigger, none is greater, and none is lesser than each other. For the same reason why you will build your house. Now listen, these things that you have mentioned here are security measures. Let me put it that way. Hindi are security measures. You have built your house, Tia iron doors instead of wooden doors. Shebina security where you define. Good. Now, why don't you leave your house like that? But you still go ahead to fence your house. Now, you fenced your house. You've made demarcations. Why didn't you leave the fencing like that? You went ahead to put gate. These are ogwu. Let me put it that way. Let me just liken them to ogwu. I'm not saying that they're ogwu, but I'm telling you that these are different security. Let's say the door that you have installed in your house, the iron door. Let's say the iron door is oberebumbu. Now, let us say your fence is anya hunt. Let us say the gate that you have installed in your fence, in your compound, is now Ojohara Ikwe Swala. Understand? Let us now say, so let Mama Kowalage. Now you have installed gate, immediately installed gate. Now you went ahead to put this electric wire protection on your fence. All in a bid to protect yourself. Just for one house, just for one building. On top of that, you can't go police station, go fill form, then give you gun, give you license. You still carry and keep for house. Only for one house. You know, do for you. You still go employ security guard, gate man, can't give them bow and arrow, make it protect you for house. So what man call Gunde ni nere? Ki game Iwala ki game fu game. Inside there, you have done all these things. You still have the number, the phone number of your local police station, the local jurisdiction. You have the phone number of the DPO. You have the phone number of the CP of your state. You have the phone number of different divisions of the police. Both for all these jurisdictions, you have their phone numbers in case of eventuality. You call them. Why? All these are in a bid to protect yourself. That is how this all. That is how it is. Anyone that you can do it. As long as you are protecting yourself. Do you understand me? That's it. As long as you're protecting yourself. Now, Odeshi. Let me go back. Let me not digress. So, Odeshi. Igbo Odeshi now. Na name na-ekwu. Gigwola Odeshi now. Odeshi. There are some kind of Odeshi that you do, and that spirit will want you to test it. That spirit will begin to attract encounters that will test that Odeshi. Encounters that will put that Odeshi to test. Now you see, this is a tricky one. Let me drink beer. No, me. I got you. No, me. So now there are some kind of Odeshi that you do. The spirit that is behind the Odeshi, one behind that Odeshi, will want you to know that I am honor. That spirit will begin to walk. It will set in motion a series of conditions and situations that will bring about the testing and confirmation of that which you carry on you, of that which you have in you. Either way, maka anya, maka iyoro eyo, maka igbili ime ahụ gị, whichever way. You see? Now be say nobody they pursue you before. Nobody they find you before. Nobody want, people will hate you normal, but nobody don't get the mind to come shoot you. Nobody don't get the mind to come dagger you. Nobody don't ever get the mind to come bust bottle for your head. How come the moment you now can't do the Odeshi, Naim, you now can't run into problem we consign Egbe, Mma, bottle? How come the moment you now can't do them, you now can't meet challenges? Instead of normal blow where you and people they blow before, instead of normal plank where you and people they plank before, as you can't do the Odeshi, now people will carry gun, now can't they find you? Now people will carry gun, now can't they shoot you? You know why? I don't come beside, I don't come. That spirit want tell you say, bros, yes, Barrister Domba, bro, say, I repeat, you're saying things you know very well. Yes, now, Nadibia why be. Most who do Odeshi died by gun. Those spirits will always bring war to prove their power, and the war may come without. I didn't see what you wrote here, but I get your point, my brother. I get your point. That's yes. That's what I'm saying here already. So now, this spirit will want to, if they do Odeshi, this spirit will want to show you that abhala honono from the moment you kick it in. Depending on the kind of Odeshi that you have done. Now, two things are involved when the spirit wants to show off. Two things are involved when the spirit wants to show itself. It is either you are prepared or you are not prepared. How are you prepared? When you are prepared and the spirit has brought about the situation that will make people, cause people to attack you. If you are prepared, you will come out successfully. You will thank the spirit. If you're not prepared, those people, your assailants, will prevail over you. Then you go say the audition of the work. How will you be prepared? To be prepared means that you have not, it may be especially when they go ashawo. Iman ashawo jila hu period ya. Ashawo hu period ya bad market. Ashawo hemine ashawo ga no na period ya but o ga-eji cotton wool. Fashion ebe hekpa ya. Ebe ntanta nwanyi ya. Fabacha ime. You mugu. You ewu. Ewere ntanta gị maba wom. Mana ịpa ọgwụ n'ahụ, ịnya ọgwụ, iriri ọgwụ, igbiri ọgwụ, ga maba. Tụtụrụ nwaakịrị kpọọ ya ha akpa akpọ, pie ya ha epi epi. Kipicha gala kpo je saa ahụ, normal saa ahụ. Were ose ọjị mee normal ihe ị ga-eme. mgbe mere ka ahụ ị ga-eche na ọgwụ nọ with mmụọ afọ spirit afọla ihe just emega normal hikpa normal destin asị gị mee ma gị rụọ ọkpọ normal ma ga nwaanyị ezi acha asị gị bọtụ ka ime ke period ahụ chụkwakwa na mmụọ ahụ imehụ ya then anapa egbe dosa ihu gị gbaa gị kpọọ maybe apa egbe dosa ihu gị ga-agbalaga agba gị kpọọ ịgba aba gị ahụ. That is the case when you are not prepared. You see, the spirit has come to show you that you have employed my services. I've come to report for duty, but then you have not shown me my office, and I'm not sure that you have seen my capabilities and the things I can do. Let me show you, boss. Let me show you, Oga. Now the spirit have come to show you, and you're not prepared. That is one way. Maybe depending on who do or. But when you are prepared, you will see the efficacy and the efficiency of the juju. Then you'll be happy because email will be unsought the organ. However, each attempt on your life takes something away from you. Each attempt on your life, if the juju works for you and you remain alive, it takes something away from your life. Not from your children, not from your father, not from your mother, not from your wife, not from your husband, not from your children to come, not from your future offsprings. No, it takes away from you because juju no be seen. Let me quote your Bible that says that he will visit the sins of the father upon the children until the 4th generation. That is what the Bible said. The label on our Bible. That he is going to visit the sins of the father. That is that's Exodus. That's Exodus chapter 20 from verse 5 to 6. Now, if you have your Bible with you, we'll check Exodus chapter 2. If I tell you now, say I was once a church boy. When I know they believe. Ejrem school. Jekwa church. Yes. If I say I go school, I go school. I mean high institution. Anye parala agwu. Because agwu she ega parere anye. To be honest with you, if I no carry agwu, even a woman no nga, afo de Yankee. And I go afo do well. Homa ki beme ronga, aga ma anufia. Homa ki beme mega, ha pega, aga ma apifia. Afo do well. MJ kuga ke makande feel that nande dibia must be tattered, illiterate, and unfortunate. Now lie. The spirit can touch anybody. Once you are touched, once you've been fingered, you have to follow. Then you can begin to do other things later, afterwards. That is if you have the time, if time remains for you. You see, Exodus chapter 20, verse 5b. I won't read the first part. I'm reading the second part. He said, visiting. He said, okay. He said, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Jealousy. Now they worry Jehovah. Because the Old Testament is all about Jehovah, the Jewish God, the gods of those who practice Judaism, not the Christian God. Because all through the New Testament, Jesus never mentioned, in short, you don't get anywhere where they write Jehovah for New Testament. Jesus never opened mouth for one day talk Jehovah. What he was all about is my Father which is in heaven, my Father which is in heaven. So according to the Jewish God, Jehovah, in Exodus 20 verse 5, B said, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So you see, the reason why I read this is I underline that part, iniquity. Iniquity. Eh? So iniquity can be translated as sin. Okay, so sin and iniquity, they are synonyms. That is closest in meaning. They are synonyms. They are not antonyms. They are synonyms. So in some Bible translations, in some versions, iniquity. No, for the guy sin. So like I was saying, agwu is not a sin in Ọmenala, whereby you will, your children will not begin to suffer from the outcome or the consequences of your sin. No, agwu is not this. So if you do agwu that did not go well for you, now you alone go through the consequences. Do you understand? Do you understand? The only thing that can torture your children after you have gone is ewuru onye agwu and ewuru dibia. Omogabia, maybe you are late. Omogabia ohegoku. They go cry. They go cry. Tears, unending tears. It is happening now. Many of you that burnt your father's shrines, instead of modernizing it. Okay, fine. You know, like how your papa take day inside the you know, like how your papa do his own native doctor. Maybe he did it according to the trend in his time. You know, like him. Fine. Now you that they don't born you inside a new age. Why don't you modernize it? Pick that simple thing. Bagike. Oh, you're nage. Maka. Heje shi evulishi. Evula. He, I mean, wampi. Heje shi wampi ishi. Awo na hone ya kono. Na hona for the body where the thing dey. The sweat glands. That sweat glands. Now in they smell wampi for body no be the biabia. So why do you where your papa is do native doctor, your family na ndago and or your family na ago people or your family who akaji for a certain deity. A certain deity. Now una your offspring, people from your family must be the ones to take care of that deity. You reach your turn, you say you know they do. If they cast your papa, wait till your papa take their life. Take they protect you. We be in Peking. You they alive. If not wait till your papa they do, therefore don't whisk your life away. They are no namfo, Igbo no namfo. Now you reach your turn to do them. If you know like how your papa take the do them, can modernize here. We read the basics. Discard the other things. And when we mpage jano me that nka kutu ya nroaria ya me ya mama mamilanya acceptable according to the norms. and very pleasing and appealing to the eyes of the people in your own time. Instead of you to do them, you go bust everything, scatter everything. You think say the things where you they bust. Your organ for office, he arranging oh well. Your pastor in the church, he arranging oh well. You know, the person where they call sir, your godfather, where they call sir, please, I need a job, He arranging oh well. You go bust your papa own. Now, Ogu is not a sin. Barrister Adomba, my number is there. It's all over this thing, my page. It's just one number that ends with 400. The number is 0803 0877 400. 0803 0877 400. That's my number. You can call the number now. I will take your call and we will. I'll take your call and we will talk. So, Ogu, like I was saying, Odeshi no be sin in Igbo. After all, our forefathers used Odeshi during the time of war. And the kind of Odeshi that they used, now very strong Odeshi, the type that you only invoke as at when due. No be the one where you go carry for body, they waka up and down. That type. Udiro ogu nde nananye hogboro. Odeshi hogboro nwojije ogu. Nwojije agha iyo. Udiri Odeshi ahụ awụhụ udiri ke ị ga-apara ahụ gị na-agara, otherwise it will cause problem for you. Ka ahụ oke nwe oje chọọgụ, this set je chọọgụ na-ayọ, a strip one of the ọgụ amachasịcha nwa ahụ na-atụ nwe dị ọgụ machasịcha nwa ahụ nwa abaa ebe me a something like iru mgbede, something like nwa abaa nga ahụ ndị ka ọzọ prepare agakwa afọ a anyamahu nwodogo, the second batch eche nwoyo a strip of all those juju, those ogu. You see, Odeshi all iche niche. Now for people that say okay, great one, wise one, Abraham Mini, Osi, Doc, but you have told us now that this juju they have disadvantages. Can't you see that it's not good to do them? That kind of juju where you go do, you go disappear, you go reduce your lifespan. That kind of juju where you go do, they go fire you, you go reduce your lifespan, or you go do this one. You know, she said that kind of juju no good. My brother, you don't ask me that question, Abi. Now make I ask you my own. Would you rather that you were captured and caught by your opponents and untimely, instead of just removing a little from your life and then seeing your children at least? Would you rather that you as a politician, you dey waka for road, you dey go with your destiny, they go fire you, piam, and then you die untimely? You know, do you understand? Which one do you prefer? My brother, to me, to me, oh, I know the one I prefer. You, now you can know the one you prefer. Make I still repeat again. I know they prepare Odeshi. See that my knife again. If you come here say you define Odeshi, or make me tell you where you go get Odeshi or disappearing charm. If you come here, I go no say you no like me. I go no say you hate me. I go no say you don't like me. I go no say you hate me. All these things where they happen for Imo State, you know they hear them, you know they see them. Now make they talk from day one. And they talk from day one inside my videos, inside my write-up. Say, I know that if you come, this is not. I'm a Jiaberegam. Jiabutogam. Jamogego. But if you know where you won't go do go and do it. If you know where I won't go do go and do it. But not here. Now, I believe that I have cleared the air about Odeshi and disappearing charm. Do you understand? Now, for some of you that will say, Ele hende jagoya, ele hende ejejinketa, ejejike. My brother, for those of you where they talk say nketa, for those of you where they talk say nketa, ogu eji nketa agwo ga-eri mmanụ. Na ọgwụ eji nkịta agwọ ga-eri mmanụ kekeke. My brother, nwere ọgwụ ọwụla agwọrọ. Enwere ọgwụ ọwụla agwọrọ nsọ ya wụrụ na ime mekpa na ọ ga-eri mmanụ agaghị eri mmanụ. Have you forgotten that agwụ ishi? Are you not trying to say that agwụ ji eri mmanụ? Are you not trying to say that onye nwere agwụ? Onye agwụ nọ nga, onye nwere agwụ. Are you not trying to say that na agwụ, a common agwụ kwa everybody, even as a man, if they come out, agwụ wala gị n'afa ga arụ agwụ gị, name your business, name your importation, na-eje school, name your vulcanizer, name your barbing saloon, name your chefing business, name your content creating. Are you trying to tell me that na agwụ na jeri manu? Because the 7 spirits of Agwishi are agwu nwoke, agwu nwanyi, nketa agwu, ukwu na ije agwu, ikenga agwu, mba akwa agwu, anyanwụ agwu. Didn't you hear me mention nketa agwu? That is the part of your agwu that demands for nketa as sacrifice. You will dimpa no here and the yawoshe rola agwu. You will know that even baga shigi bulan agwu nketa. Now, does it mean that nketa Igbo na agwu ga na acho hikpa na acho ntu mmanu? Many people should know what the kind of information you're dishing out online. Stop. If you don't know it, don't talk. Me myself, there are lots and lots of things that I don't know. I don't claim to know it all. There are plenty things that I don't know. I am very adventurous in nature. And my own adventure, they go towards knowledge, acquiring new knowledges, like knowledges that will that are fascinating, that are intriguing. Do you understand? There are knowledges that are highly intriguing. Those are the kind of no be knowledge apare. There are knowledges that are knowledge apare. I mean knowledge baruru. And that's why till tomorrow, I still read a lot. I read all books and very interesting topics, especially bordering on sciences. Science and politics. I read articles. I read. So your Bible says, study to show yourself approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed. Yeah? But rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah. St. Paul was telling Timothy. That should be in 2 Timothy, either chapter 15 verse something or chapter something verse 15. I've forgotten. He says, Paul was admonishing Timothy. Also, yeah, study to show thyself approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. So how you as a dibia, how you as a Zewani, how you as Omenala, you go there, you know they study, you know they research, you know they come out, go meet other native doctors. Know that this is what they say, they bite, this is what they say, they chop, this is what they say, they pinch person. Make I find they pinch, I be they bite, I be the romance. Make I find out from people where they do. You must not do it, but find out so that When you are dividing the word of truth, you will not be ashamed. You will rightly divide the word of truth. You will come out and say the truth. Because the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. One single mistake where you come online, come talk rubbish. Trust, now there you go. No, mark a gamma that they will not stand by. We're 5. Mark a gamma that they will 1,000 gig, 1 terabyte of external hard disk, hard drive. And when they win, once your live video done, they come up, they don't begin they record them immediately. Maka why? Maka tomorrow. Mige ji onu kwere ozo, eji Attire and your reputation emelanene. Your integrity emelanene. Because you are not consistent with your conviction. Your conviction is not consistent. You talk one today and then tomorrow you realize, hey, I'm Kumba, say, hi, MSC, alarm up. Hi. You run to Facebook and Instagram again and try to correct yourself. The people that you're looking at, psychologically, they will say, no, you are an amateur. So it's better, see, don't be too flippant. Come out when you see. In the multitude of words, that is what your Bible wrote. Your Bible says, in the multitude of words, there wanted no sin. Ọtụtụ okwu mikwuchala ya ga-ekwuruola ọnụ ga-ekwuola ka ewe ụwa. Omenala wo omenala. If not for the security situation of the country, I for the do Odeshi and disappearing charm. But I know one problem. I know one trouble. That's why I say I no go prepare them for anybody. I know kukuma sabi how to prepare them. I know kukuma sabi anybody where they prepare them. I beg. Make una no come. As it be here, if you prepare for police, these people go find you come. You prepare for these people, police go find you come. So the best thing to do is, I know they do. I know sabi how to do. And I know who sabi how to do. You get the point now? Ya gajina nwoke, gajina nwanyi gerement. Meanwhile, these are my certificates. For those of you, don't worry, if you come, you see my certificates. Both national and state certificates as a traditional medicine practitioner. Yes. I am a law-abiding citizen. I no get strength for wahala. Those are my certificates and my ID card is here. As a native doctor in Imo State. I no get strength for wahala. Where I get strength for wahala. Now, if you find my trouble, piam one day. Ya gajina nwoke gajina nwanyi grement. Ndewa ara data. Gent na he. Nde share this video. Onwe ike na he ike na he mkpobi okwu agaghị abịa nnọndụ for this month and the next month. Kpamkwuri akpọ ga-eje n'elu hi ishi ike ka nwe ara data nno lee the video leruo ya ugbu na ewu dị mkpa nwoke ewu dị mkpa nwaanyị. In real life, me ewu dị mkpa nwaanyị, me ewu dị mkpa nwoke, ewuola dị mkpa nwoke na ewuola dị mkpa nwaanyị na. Gaarụkwanụ dị mkpa ahụ already. Ya gaji mbọ kwala gị. Ya gajiela gị more and more. In subsequent lectures, I may be touching this topic in bits and bits here and there. Maka enwere ndị mekwu achahu. Ncheki akwa mekwu iga ya. Ma na-ekwu ya na ndị ka ọzọ. Ya gajinyela nnụnụ na ndewo onye nnụnụ olu ya osi na-achọ ọpara. Dọkịta osi na-achọ ọpara. Agbara mmiri gbola. Abụ m dọkịta. Doctor. Ọkwa doctor ke hospital o. Doctor ke dibia. Ndewo.
Biko ana m ekenekwa onye ọbụla na-asị na ya adịla onye ọbụla na mma dịlụ nwoke mma dịlụ nwaanyị mma. Biko na ebe onye nọkwa nne channel anyị asị na ya dịlụ nwoke mma dịlụ nwaanyị mma. Ị na-ekenekwa ndị na-eshare ya, na-ekenekwa ndị na-like ya, na-ekenekwa ndị na-support anyị. Wee na-asị biko onye ọbụla kenekwa ọnụ ma nwoke ma nwaanyị ma ndị obere na channel. Most times m gaa na the page na-afụcha 16 years 18 19 they are watching. Ị na-watch kwa nfụkwana nke ya agaghị maka ịda agafe n'ụzọ ka ị makwa na most of these things ndị mmadụ na-egosi na-enwere ụzọ esi akpata ego iche. Any ụzọ ọbụla agafe ihe dị gị n'akara aka gafee ịgba mbọ. Nwoke gbaa mbọ gbata ihe si na ya pụọ na ọbụghị nke a pụta sị gị na weta na ya enye gị nke a bịa tinye ego ka enye gị 1 million, tinye ego ka enye gị 1000, tinye ego ka enye gị 10,000 taa enweta 50,000 echi. Ha ncha dị wrong. Biko enene channel ya make sure na-amụta ihe na ya na-eshi ekwe ka ndị ọzọ soro gị na-amụta ihe na-amụta na channel la maka na onye bụ ife adịrị izi. Biko like this time of video ị na-eketa ọzọ dị ka ya ka ya na-abịa regarding the fact na this channel still exist. Ọ na-aghọta bụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Anyị nwere video mbọsị ọzọ.